Welcome. I'm Felicia Brown, AARP's lead for entrepreneurship. I'm interviewing several women entrepreneurs to learn about their journey of becoming entrepreneurs. So today I'm talking to Venise Dixon of Indulgence Spa, located in Bowie, Maryland, and Misha Parham of Sassy Nail and Spa, located in Washington, D.C. So let's start with you telling us, ladies, about how you got started and what was your inspiration?
The inspiration to kind of just take that leap is actually Misha.
Wow.
There was, she was one of the people that when I met her a long time ago, before I even started massage, that I was just inspired by her and her business and seeing this woman do this, be this, business owner on her own. So she definitely came up a few times through my journey. So
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell us a little bit about, were there some challenges with kind of getting started, going from mobile to kind of having a storefront?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't have anyone vetting like my clients, kind of how that's done for folks nowadays. So I had to find my own way of trying to, and a lot of it was just intuition, like, that doesn't sound like a good place, so I won't go there. But then you come into noise, sound, all types of things when you go into an actual facility and, you're realizing that, okay, maybe being in with a hair salon is not the best thing. And so when I wanted to get my own spot where I am now, a location in Bowie, Maryland, just the trials of finding a place, people want to know what type of work you're going to do, and that's a whole nother story.
What kind of traffic are you going to attract?
Yeah, all those things. Rent, electricity, it becomes a lot. It goes from like, oh, I thought I was just going to get a table, some candles, and start, helping people to heal, and you find out that, oh, this is real. This is a business. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, it's amazing. So Misha, tell us how you got started.
Well, I got started, my story is kind of like a little crazy. I used to work for BET, which I used to do marketing for their sales company. So I used to go to the trade shows and actually be the front person and sell the network. Well, I always like to get my nails done. And one day I was sitting inside of the nail salon and I was just watching every customer in and out, in and out. And then I counted how many times I used to go to the nail salon. Now I was the girl that went to the nail salon twice a week at least to change my polish. And I said, this is what I want to do. And I think that if you're passionate about something you want to do, that's when it really, really works.
So you mentioned, Venise, that you went to school for massage therapy, and clearly you're a licensed technician. And so aside from, having the licenses that you need for that craft, like, were there other trainings about, like, now I'm a business owner, like I need to learn how to be in business? And so was there additional trainings that you took to really do that?
For me, the additional trainings are actually kind of coming now. I mean, outside of the fact that as a licensed massage therapist, I have to keep up my continuing education credits, which is every 2 years.
Nails and spas, it's a crowded space.
Yeah.
How do you stay relevant?
I stay relevant because I always have something new and fresh. Whatever OPI has, the new latest collection, I make sure I have it. Anything that's new, like you said, social media that's going on, you have to not really per se jump on the bandwagon, but you have to jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah. So you jump on, but you don't jump on.
I don't, right, exactly. You add your
Okay.
twist to it. You just make it new and fresh. You have to always reinvent yourself.
So now, Misha, I know that in your salon, there have been many times where you come in the salon and then you come in and it's something different. And so is that because you've realized like the marketplace is changing, or your customer base is changing? Like, what is the impetus behind all of that?
Besides watching HGTV.
DTV.
and all-
Okay.
I have an issue with that. But no, it is to stay relevant actually, because colors go out of style, things just go out of style. So you have to stay relevant.
We know statistics show that businesses tend to close within 5 years from the start. And you all have shown that you've been in business for a while, particularly Misha. You've been since 2006? 2002. So what do you attribute to that success, given that, you know, the majority of businesses really don't make it, and you all you're in a tough business.
Yeah, for myself, I actually didn't jump into it full time until last year. So I had the business in 2007, but I was still always working full time. And then once I started bringing on therapists, and I would actually pay them to run the business while I still worked. So I was actually my own bank, I guess, or financier to the business. And then when I realized I'm not going to really get to where I want to be, I started banking money. I started just putting money to the side to prepare for leaving. So even though I had a little cash net, I still didn't have the confidence yet. But once I got the confidence and jumped out there, it's like, it's sink or swim.
Yeah.
You know, you can't fail. Failure is not an option. It's not an option. So even on those nights when you're like, how am I going to pay this person? You just got to figure it out. You just,
You pay them before you pay yourself.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to be able to make these sacrifices.
These tough decisions.
Tough decisions, yeah.
Okay, now you're in business. You got to sustain this business. You know, like somebody wants to do this. Like, what do I do?
Show up for work, make sure you're up and early, like you're clocking in to someone else's business, and be about your business. That's first and foremost. Like you have to show up.
Wow. So when did you all, when you just told us, Misha, like, you know, you're like, I'm leaving. But for you, Venise, when did you, when did it happen? You're like, I gotta go.
Right.
Like, and I've asked other women, it's like, how do you know when it's time to do this thing full time?
So I'm actually a engineer by degree. So my work is, I enjoyed my work, but I always felt like there wasn't a purpose. And so at some point I just started kind of like, okay, why am I here? And I felt myself thinking more about, you know, wanting to be at the spa, wanting to,
talk about that all the time.
understand, right?
You just want to be in Zen all the time.
Want to know what's going on, and are they doing this? Are they doing that? And
Call me on my bat phone.
yeah, call me. Yeah, I was in the intelligence community, so I just call it the bat phone. Call me the bat phone. So, and then I got sick. I actually got sick, and it was mainly stress related. And I'm never have gotten sick like that before. So to work in a place that was making me ill, you know, to the point where I had to take medication, I was like, I can't do this. And I like called you, and I was like, how did you know? And she gave me some advice, and
what did she say? What did she say?
Well, when I told her I was sick, she was just like, you don't do that. You know, you don't want to, you know, work yourself to death for someone else, and you're not getting anything out of it. And she said, just one day it'll come to you, you know, because it's like no one wanted to tell me this is the time, and I was looking for someone to tell me, yeah, do it.
You were looking for confirmation.
Yeah, but she gave me enough words of wisdom that, you know, where I eventually decided I was going to take a leave of absence, and that's because I'm more of a conservative kind of risk taker, and so I was like, I can't just jump right out here. So I took a leave of absence, and during that leave of absence, I realized I love this. I like getting up, like she said, going to my place, my business, checking on things, doing the same kind of running of people that I was doing at my job, but now for me, you know. And I just quit. I turned in my resignation letter, and it's been. I just been happy, free.
You know, this has been amazing. And so let's just say, for example, we have someone watching who has always, you know, they want to open a spa or a nail salon. What do you say beyond, you know, the if you want to do it, go for it? Like, what have you learned by being in this business that you can transfer to someone else who has really been kind of noodling on this in their spirit?
I would say, you know, if you want to own a business, no matter what it is, it takes more than just skill. Like, skill is probably a half of it. Maybe I might even be giving too much percentage to that. The rest is the customer service piece, you know, how you deal with your, you know, your customer base, work ethics, and also paying a little bit of dues. I'm not saying that you have to go in and, you know, work for years for someone, but sometimes it's good to get some work experience to kind of find out what you don't like or what you don't want to be, or, you know, what you want to offer differently.
So ladies, this has been amazing. I've learned a lot. I hope you all, this is an opportunity for you all to reconnect.
I was going to say reconnect, yes.
But also to just really share some nuggets of wisdom
Yes.
to future business owners. So thank you. So hopefully you were inspired by Venise and Misha's stories. Thank you, ladies, for sharing.
having us.
And thank you for watching. I hope you'll tune in next time for another episode of How She Did It.